Hello lovelies, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be doing a product review makeup tutorial. The product I'm reviewing today is HNB Cosmetics new release loose powder. I'm using this shade Translucent today. She has released 6 new shades and I thought I'm going to go for the translucent powder and see how we go. So I'm going to be doing this cut crease look as well throughout this tutorial, and yeah, I really hope you enjoy watching, and let's get on with the video. I just prepped my skin with the MAC Prep and Prime primer, and then I've used the Studio Fix fluid from MAC. This is my all-time absolute favourite, and I'm going to start off with Revolution Conceal and Define concealer. I use the shade C14. It's really dark. An applicator like this, and I just pop it on my cheekbone, just a tiny little bit, and I bring it right down. Does anyone else do that? Like, I get my lips and I like pull them that way. For some reason it helps me contour. I don't know why. Am I the only one that does that? Now I just go in there, just little bits. And same this side. I'm going to go in really gently with this. You don't want to do a lot of contour here, you don't want a lot of product, just a little bit. Try not to poke yourself in the eye. Just kind of like a little cat eye with contour. And down the nose a little bit, and that's going to just bring the eye socket just in and just make it a little bit more deeper. Like that, and then it's kind of like in the crease. I don't want to make this too dark because obviously we're going to be going in with the eyeshadow anyway. I want to pull this up so you get that nice pull. I'm going to go on the nose, join in with that bit that we just did on the eyes, and right down on the thinnest bit of your nose. Once again, you don't want to be using a lot of product on this. And then I'm going to put a bit underneath for a little bit of a shadow, and just a little bit, run it down the nose, not like back and forth. Carve out that jawline as well. Make it nice and chiseled. I've stopped doing this for such a long time because when I was going through my pregnancy, I felt like my face just went into my neck. There was just no point in contouring because you could just see, you know when you can just see that black or brown line around people's faces, and it's just like, babe, please don't do that. So now I've done that, I'm gonna go in with my highlighting concealer. I go in with this one first, and this one is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I use shade NC15 in this one. Little makeup sponge, love these. These are so underrated. I know everyone uses beauty blenders these days, but you just can't beat the old schools. I cut out that eyeliner as well, not the eyeliner. What is this part of your face called? I don't know, but I'm going to cut that out anyway. Cut it out, make it nice and sharp. I'm going to pull in that nose as well. So where I said earlier, you don't want no dark down here because you'll make your nose wider. I'm going to put the concealer right along the top. Pull that up. With these, they're so diddy, you can get a really nice control with where your product is going. And I just pat a little bit of product, just a tiny bit again, and put it in between the eyebrows and up onto the forehead and go down the nose. This is what's really going to sculpt that nose. My little blender, my little sponge, and just pat it a little bit on the forehead, blend all that in nicely. Now I go in with my lightest concealer, and I use the Born This Way by Too Faced in the shade Cloud. I just put a tiny bit there, and then the same this side, and then I just blend that out, and it just lifts it a little bit more. I've been watching Holly Boon on YouTube for the longest time now, like literally since she started. She's just released a loose powder. So this is the packaging, and it is so lovely. It's got like a metallic print, rose gold print, and it's like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a synthetic brush, and I'm going to take some of the product just from what's in the lid at the moment, tap it off, and then I'm just going to pat it all under my eye first, under this eye as well, around the nose. Oh, it just feels like silk on my skin. I've been looking for a new loose powder for so long, and I was on the cusp of buying the Laura Mercier, I think, is it Mercier? Mercier, I can never say it, but that one, and it's like £20 for some loose powder, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, do I try it, do I not? I know everyone raves about it. And then Holly released a loose powder, and I was like, okay, I need to try this, and it was literally £13.50. So I was like, right, let's give it a go, and I'm never going to look back. Like, this is going to be my daily now, 100%. It's so nice, like it's just so finely milled. It just doesn't even feel like it's just not drying. Oh, it's so lovely. I'm going to use my old trusty Morphe palette. This one is the 350M, and it's just so good for the transitional colours. A nice big fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to take this shade here, and I'm just going to go over the lid. This is going to be my transition. I think a cut crease is like my go-to, but I'm so excited to do my Halloween makeup look. Oh, last year, I don't know if any of you guys see it, but I did this like clown photo shoot, like really cool, like mask makeup. You have to check it out on my Instagram. It's on my little circly bits at the top of my page, but it was so fun. So I'm really looking forward to doing another one. Anyway, so I'm going to take another Spectrum brush. This one is B04, the B04 brush, and I'm going to take a shade that's slightly darker, and I'm going to go for this one here. I'm going to keep my eyes open, and I'm going to look at where my crease is, and I'm going to go just above that. So raise my eyebrow a little bit and just run the brush over just above that crease, and I'm not going to bring it right down to the end. I'm just going to go in that centre bit, blend it up and out. Lovely. Now I'm just going to get that blending, the big one again, and just really blend it out. When I was in college, my makeup artist teacher was like, remember, blend, blend, blend. Blend until your heart is content, my darling. Right, okay, so now that is blended, I'm going to go in for this dark shade that I have used. I love this shade. I'm just going to put a teeny tiny little bit on my brush and go in on this outer bit. Blending that all across, I'm going to take once again my big fluffy brush and blend that right across, moulding all them colours together so there's no harsh lines. God, my wrist was hurting holding that like that. I've actually got the cast of Bug's Life in here right now. I've got the window open. It's so hot. I'm going to take my Born This Way concealer again. I get my little concealer brush and just dip it in tiniest amount, especially because this one's so pale, it really goes far. Start into the corner like that. I just work that over the lid and I just take it just above my actual crease. So you see how my eye folds? I'm going to just take it above that just to exaggerate my crease and then just blend it out. I'm going to take my MAC pigment in the shade Vanilla. I've used this for absolutely years. This is actually a really good highlight as well. And I pat it onto the concealer that I've just put on and it will stick onto there and it will last and look really nice because it's nice and pale. So I'm going to put a little bit actually on my nose. Like I say, you can use this for a highlight. It is such a good highlight. So I'll just run that down my nose and then up a little bit. And I'm going to put a little bit of this under on my brow bone as well to kind of make that nice as well. So I'm going to take my MAC highlighter in Soft and Gentle and my half brush. I love this brush so much, so do excuse the half brush, but you know when you just find a makeup brush and you're just like, I love it, and you just use it until it like falls apart? That's basically what I'm doing. Anyway, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to just pull it along my cheekbones, bringing it right down into the centre and up. I'm going to get some of that Soft and Gentle highlighter on my Eco Tools brush that I was using earlier, and I'm actually going to just pop a little bit in the middle of the eye to kind of blend it into the dark bit. So it's like a transition, do you know what I mean? So it's not just like a big step in the middle of your eye where you've like put the contour. And I'm going to do my eyeliner flicks with the Rimmel London Glam Eyes. I start in the middle of my eye. One always goes better, doesn't it? But I'm not mad at that. Now, some of you may look at how I do my eyelashes and go, oh my god, what are you doing? I don't use tweezers, I use my fingers, and I have a really strange little way of doing it. So I get the lash, get my glue, I use the Eye Law clear finish one, and I run the glue along the strip. Now what I do, this is for the little one at the first stage of Saf's tips and tricks for lashes. So I've got the glue, just put it on, and I'm going to tap it onto my lash line while the glue is really wet, like that. Same with the other lash. And then I leave it to go tacky. Because I've done that, it's taken a lot of the excess glue off the lash and it goes tacky so much quicker. Also, it creates a double adhesion, so you've got the glue on your eyelash line and on the eyelashes, so when you put them on, it's going to bond really well. Now I go in with the mascara on the top of my lashes like this, and then underneath like that. And I always put mascara on when I do lashes, because obviously you get all the fallout of your makeup, and then you've got like white eyelashes, do you know what I mean? Or like foundation all over your eyelashes, and then if you put eyelashes on there, that's just not good. Like sometimes you see girls and they've got like white eyelashes and then their eyelashes, you can just tell it's so bad. I do this way as well, because your eyelashes are still wet when you stick your lashes on. So when you stick your lashes on, I pinch with my fingers and it sticks my lashes to the lashes, so then you don't see your lashes so much. So I'm just gonna pop the lash on, get it in the right position, and then I get my finger and I squeeze both lashes, my lashes and the fake lashes, along, and it like sticks them together along the lash line, covering myself in mascara whilst I do it. And voila, that is literally, oh, it's so easy. I love it. I love putting my lashes on. It's like one of my favourite things to do. This is really beaten up, so don't judge me. However, this palette, for a bronzing palette, I love it. It's so good. I'm gonna get this tiny little pen brush, and I'm gonna take this top one, and I'm gonna go underneath the eye and really like smoke it out. You see the difference? It just really like smokes out that eye. Makes it look a little bit more sultry. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the mascara. This mascara is PS, I think that's Primark, isn't it? The PS. Oh, it's a dupe of the telescopic, and it's actually really good. So I'm gonna go in with this brush again, and I'm gonna take the medium mocha of this palette, and I'm just gonna go in again and use it as like a bronzer, going across my contour again and just darken it up. Okay, and that's that. Do you think it looks okay? I'm kind of liking it. Kind of feeling it today. I'm going to take this lipstick, which is a nice dark brown shade. And then I get my liner. Now this one is called Boldly Bare, and I have loved this to absolute death, so do excuse it's like tiny. I always make sure it's super, super sharp. And then finally, I use my NYX Butter Gloss, which is a really nice nudie brown. I use the Maybelline setting spray, Lasting Fix setting spray. This is a mattifying one. Yeah, matte finish, 16-hour wear. Now this one, I've been using it for ages, like I need to get some more. Okay, so I have been wearing my makeup now all day. I've just brushed my hair and touched up my lip gloss. This powder is my favourite powder now. I will literally be using it daily. I knew I was going to love this product. It's amazing, and it actually has a really, really subtle smell. It's really lovely. My makeup, usually I'm having to get my brush and always touch up, and because my skin goes oily, to go all day and then to actually be like, do you know what? I don't feel oily in any places whatsoever, like I'm touching my skin, like, no, I literally haven't needed to touch up. It's been brilliant, so good. really happy that I purchased that product. So thank you so much, Holly, for making that for us all to enjoy. It even came in this gorgeous little box. This is the gift wrap selection that I got, and it's so pretty. It just makes it feel so much more luxury when you get things in a pretty box. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and if you tried the eyelash tips, please let me know. And if you have any tips of your own, let me know as well, because I love trying new tips. Like I say, every day is a new day to try new makeup, to do different styles of makeup, to try new tips. So I absolutely love it. I really enjoyed making this video for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it too.